Good evening. Welcome to the class today. Just getting myself sorted here. And I might move myself back a fraction. There we go. So welcome to the stretch class tonight. We're going to get straight into it. So heels together and knees apart, holding each position, as you know, for 1 to 2 minutes. So welcome along if it's your first class, but I doubt it is. I'm sure that you're people that are always doing the classes with me. So welcome back. Nice to see you all here. I was going to come down shortly and show you a couple of things. Good evening. Run in. I think it's in brackets R and M. It's a little bit far away. I was going to show you something. This is what she got a present and she made.
One.
On her birthday. She made herself.
Hello.
Say hi, Maury and Ronnie. Anda Moscala. My friend Sura from Thailand gave them, and then they were a nice creative present that she could make.
Look at this, they're mine. Look at this, they're mine.
Anna, what is
My
mine?
dad did a bad one. Compared to this one, it's the queen. Bad mine, there's a queen. Yeah, queen, very good.
Cuéntale sobre tu cumpleaños. So we're just going to hold this till the 2-minute mark. And then we'll open our legs out. Alwa's got a skirt on, so she's not going to do these exercises, are you? No.
I'm doing that backwards. I'm doing it backwards.
Cuéntame algo sobre tu cumpleaños. My friend Philip just came by and he had his little dog Nemo with him. So I think Anna's gotten excited because she's been able to see the little puppy dog. So he's an older dog, but he's just like a little puppy. So let's take our legs out wide now.
I'm going.
So hop onto the toes if you can. Otherwise, anywhere along the leg is fine. They'll get bored soon and they'll go upstairs. So it's something for you to look at beside.
Yeah, but we're going to go back. We're never going to get bored. Good exercise.
You know, Maury, I said to Alba when she got home from school, tell Maury and Ronette about your day on your birthday. Because I said to them that you would let them know about it. And being the contrary one that she is, she's like, no. So you may get some information, you may not, but when I want her to do something, she won't do it. So I didn't forget to tell her. I'm going to show you something because I just put water in the garden for the coriander, and I'll just see if you can see. The birds have come out. Can you see the birds? They're coming and they're hunting down the water, what I've put into the veggie. There's one. Sorry. Because I've told you about how they do that before. Now you can see it. They hunt the little food scraps. They're running around the garden. The other ones aren't there at the moment. Just maybe you want to put it on mute because this running around's maybe annoying you. I don't know. Let's bring one leg into, and we're just going to go down towards the side. I'm not going to extend it today, but of course if you want to, you can take your arm over and reach towards the other foot. But I'm just going to hold this for the full 2 minutes in this position here. The birds coming all over our coriander there. ¿Ves cuando están cogiendo la comida de la agua que yo boté por allá? Ellos buscan la comida. No, they're not eating our plants though. They're actually just going for the food around the plants. So that's nice. I just don't want them to think that we're always going to feed them. Va, mira, va la maracuyá. It's not stupid. I've got a passion fruit bush. And then the bush starts. And all the flowers and the leaves are like hiding the bush. But it knows where to go to get all the food, which is under quite a leafy part. Keep opening your chest upward, please. Mira, come around attention. So keep on pulling yourself down.
Look at this, Mama.
Best to look where it doesn't hurt your neck. So it might be that you need to look down, Anna.
Might be that you need to look upwards. Yeah, you need to look.
Wherever you need to look to make your neck okay.
Look at this.
Now let's bring this leg in and we're going straight over to the other side, please. So the other leg comes out. Open yourself out and come down. So remember like before. Oh, ya están traviesos. Ana, cortaste bien antes. So you can take the arm over if you want more. I'm not going for the full version today. Don't move. She thinks it's her duty to like kick me every time she goes wrong. Water break.
Quiero más agua.
Oh, Peters.
Papi, ¿puedes tener más agua for me? I need the one with a tree hammer.
Okay, no vas en revés, pero no vas siempre en la misma dirección. Hace la otra vuelta. Por ahí, Ana. No. Así, mejor, así. Yeah? I wanted to make it at least even so she doesn't go close. That's good?
Dame un minuto más. Chicas.
Nearly time to change positions. Okay, so come on up, and what we're going to do is we're going to just take one leg out in front, and we're going to reach for that leg. So anywhere along the leg that you can hold on to, or if it's your foot, perfect. We are going to hold this the whole 2 minutes as well. We're having the toe coming up towards you. So I'll tell you a little bit about her day, her birthday, so she's not talking. She went to school, obviously, that day, and her teacher blew up some balloons for her, which I don't do because I'm a bit of a, anti-plastic person.
She blew it on the chair, and every time I sat on it,
Mira, ellas cosas hablando.
look at that, look at this, I go to that.
Anna, hey.
Oh, no.
And then in the afternoon, my brother came for a visit. Obviously, didn't come in, but he dropped off an old bike of his youngest daughter, so to give Alma the bike. So now she has a new second-hand bicycle, which she's going to have to practice a bit more. She can ride straight, but she doesn't go around circles yet. Keep holding this same leg. And then in the afternoon, evening, my mum and her husband came over and we had a dinner. And that was it. She liked her birthday. I think these are her favourite presents that she was able to get creative with. ¿Puedes mover, por favor? No pasa frente a mover, por favor. Ava, no comienzas a hacer lo mismo.
I beg your pardon.
Now we're going to switch switch to the other side. So the other leg comes in, and then we come forward again. Connect. Like a line. Déjame colar. Ahora, no con propósito. No, nadie quiere escuchar esas gritas. Nadie.
No.
That's a good idea. Esa es mala idea. Sácalo de tu boca cuando estás corriendo. No, se puede entrar y chocar tu garganta. Come out shortly. It's inexplicable. I sometimes I have no words. Ya, sácalos. Llévalos a otra parte. Yo no quiero tenerlos ya frente. No, llévalos y ponerlos a otra parte. Se van a destruir si tú los dejas aquí. Súbelos.
No, no puedo subir.
Dije súbelos. No subo aquí. So a little bit longer here, team. And then we'll start to fold our legs up and over and around. Get ourselves into a nice pretzel. I believe they're going for a crawl around now instead. Prefers it up and down. We do have to do a stick pose prior to that though. We'll have both legs forward. It's a lot easier to do just the single leg forward. Both legs makes it a little bit more of a challenge, and that's what we're going to do now. So both legs together, you've got your legs straight, and you just reach them anywhere along the legs.
Tomorrow we're going to have candy.
Candy? ¿Qué país eres tú? Es lollies. Her school is celebrating the 100 days of prep, but late, and they're giving them little show bags, I guess you could call it. No quiero. Por eso estoy previniendo. I don't know why she's saying candy. I don't know what country we're living in. Ana, no puedes. No, Ana. Okay, yo voy a llamaré papi para cogerlas. Sorry, I don't like when they touch the screen because it will might make it go bad. Oh, huh? Solo quiero que tú tomes el computadora.
You know what to eat my face. You don't want to eat my face because it's disgusting.
Va, no quiero tu cabeza ahí en la pantalla. Solo su cabeza. A little bit longer before we get into our pretzel. No la hace caer, Alba.
Okay.
No. Sorry, I know her scream is very piercing. It's actually a really horrible, loud sound. My mother is around her and then she starts, she just says, I'm leaving now. And she goes, oh. Okay, so right leg on top, left leg under. Left leg can be straight if you need to, but we're going to have 90-degree angle at the knee. So we've got our left leg, left arm on top. Okay, and we just got ourselves, now this is our pretzel. So if you need to, esa tu mi teta, y no voy a estar feliz contigo. Y voy a llamar papi. ¿Llamaré papi?
No.
Entonces no me patías más.
Two more girls.
So we're just feeling this stretch. Obviously you've got to keep your spine straight, so you're feeling this on your spine. You're feeling it in your arm that's lifted, in the tricep, and then the arm that's back in the shoulder. And then, of course, you're opening out through the hips. A little bit of a release in the glute as well from the leg that's on top. Vas a gritarlo ya. So the arm release. The legs will stay where they are, so the arms stay for about a minute. And then just push onto the top of that leg and come down to the side, keeping your sit bones down. So if you have to have your hand down or your elbow, that's fine. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. No COVID here.
If there was COVID-19, I'll shut all the chemists. That's cool stuff.
Stop it. And to the other side, she always wants to kiss my lips. I'm not one of those parents that like kissing their kids' lips. I just don't do it. Nor does Ramiro, you know. But because they see us kissing them on the lips, they want to do it. We just don't do it. No. No.
Look at me.
No, I love you. I don't like them doing it either. I just don't. All right, so come forward now. We can do a little bit of face yoga here if you want to. So we're coming forward. We're here for 2 minutes. So just pushing the cheeks back.
Pushing the cheek back.
No. So just pushing. You would think they've had sugar today. No. They're on a high. I can't imagine what they're going to be like tomorrow, but I'll be definitely taking them to the park in the afternoon because I don't have to work tomorrow afternoon. No coges, no. Yeah, where are you, my puppy? We're just pushing our cheeks right up. Use your thumb underneath to get under the jaw.
What does that mean?
I'm not going to speak too soon, but she may have turned the corner in her sleeps. The last couple of nights she hasn't been too bad. Or is it just last night? I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow. So Tim, from here, just push your neck back now. Just a really gentle push back. You don't want to make it too hard.
Es el último llamado que les digo que subamos al tercer piso.
Escucha tu papi, ya. Es tiempo para tener rutina, para que tú puedas leer y después ver Bluey. Dile bye-bye a Mori Ronit, por favor.
Bye, boy.
Es muy mal criada la manera que estás. Ya, y ven a verlos en la cara.
Bye, Mori. Bye.
Agua, Ana. No más. All right, so come on.
Bye, Mori. Bye, Winnie.
Agua. Let's take this foot that you have on top out to the side. Your arm is out. You're just sitting nice and tall, bracing the belly in. Shoulders stay relaxed. We've been holding this one last few weeks just for 30 centimeters. We're going to, 30 centimeters, what does that mean? We've been holding it for 30 seconds. So today we're going to go for a minute, okay? 30 centimeters. You know, I feel like I've been sleeping better, except from the other day with my finger. Yeah, and actually it is 2 nights Anna's been well because it was the other night, it was my finger that was keeping her awake, not for Anna. Anyway. What was I saying? I was saying something and I can't remember. No, it's gone. Isn't that shocking? If you could prompt me, I was going to say something and I've forgotten it. Anyway, take up the foot to the other side. So now we're crossing over and your arm goes on the same angle the leg is in and you just stand here. Yeah, so we're going to hold a minute for this one as well. Yes, I think I was saying I'm sleeping better. I can actually remember some dreams. I don't remember them now, but when you wake up and you're like, oh yes, I can remember what my dream is. So that's nice because I'll tell you, when you have bad sleep, you can't remember any dreams. I mean, I'm sure you must dream. You must sleep a bit. But you feel like you've, dreamt better. I mean, you've slept better when you have a dream. So you'll feel this as a twist for the spine, but also a really nice lengthening sensation down your leg. Keep this going. ¿Ves? Tomar más agua también. So let's bring this leg down and we're going to take the other leg on top. Remember, the bottom leg can be straight. Set yourselves up. Now it's the right arm coming back, pushing down to pick up behind you. In the mornings, I can't show you the garden because the sun's shining too bright. You generally can't say, get out of my garlic chives, birds, get out of them. It's all right. At least I know they're not getting it. And actually, I've seen them walk around in the pot plants. And then I go out there and it's like the plants are completely undisturbed. It's like they haven't been stepped on. So they might be just going around the actual veggies. Herbs, hello. Yes, I can see you. Just don't poo in my garden. That's why I don't want them in there, really. Comes right up to the door. So we're going to just gently release that. Come on down to the side away from the knee that's on top, but you're pushing on. And like I said, if you can't come down onto the elbow, you're just on the hand, that's perfectly fine. Use your breath if you're feeling quite tight. My body's a little bit tight at the moment. We're having a real feast. I've got that thing to stop the food going down. You heard me, I was getting served by the plumber on Saturday. And I couldn't find one in the supermarket. And I asked Mum to look as well in the supermarket. She couldn't find one, but she had an extra one at her house, so she's brought it in. So I'm at least trapping the food from going down the plug. Come on down to the other side. Sorry, I kept that going a little bit longer than the other side. They're just having a feast. I don't use a dishwasher. I don't know if you guys use a dishwasher. But imagine how many food scraps get caught in the dishwasher, or do you put it all down the bin in the rubbish bin beforehand? I don't know, maybe that's what you do. I don't know, I've never used a dishwasher. Come on up, and again, pushing back in your face. You don't have to do it. When we come down and we get into the face yoga, sitting down or lying down, I'll take my hat off so that we can do the forehead. Of course, you don't have to do that part with me. Getting that tightening going through that jawline and cheekbones. And if you're interested, we're going to do a nice, lovely, long leg session on Saturday morning. There's Marion on it, I have no objection to that, so that's what we're going to do. But if you have any suggestions, if you do another session for Friday morning or wherever, let me know if you want to do any particular body part. I'm more than happy to oblige. Do your neck a little bit now again. So this is releasing in through the glute as well as doing these face yoga for the neck. Birds must have a really good sense of, I don't know what it is. How did they know to come here in the first place? How did they know there was going to magically be food the first time I started doing it? They have good vision. I don't think they have good smell. Anyway, come on up. Take this leg all the way out to the side. Or do they have good sense of smell? I don't know. I know not much about birds, I'll tell you that. But they're fascinating to watch. I can understand why people do bird watching. I remember when I went up to this place in Ecuador called Mindor, which is pretty famous for the butterflies and for the birds. And they have all those honey eater, you know, the ones that flap their wings so fast, and they have the really long beaks that go right down into the flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. They really are quite adorable. So I understand the bird watching because birds are they are beautiful. And when I lived in the Galapagos, I think I've mentioned this before, one of my favourite birds, I had two. I mean, I love the blue-footed booby. Let's change size, but definitely the pelicans. And I used to be on the beach, and there's this one beach in Isabella that's just isolated. And I felt like I was always the only person on this part of the beach, this strip in particular, just reading my books. And I did work too, by the way. This is my downtime. And the pelicans would just be like, they'd just glide over you, sometimes so low, and it just felt like it was almost like they were prehistoric, like a pterodactyl going over you. It was just stunning. Oh, wildlife, so beautiful. Tell me your animal stories. Had any lovely encounters? I told you I've had bad encounters too, like with the snakes, but definitely love the birds one. Now team, we're going to just let this leg go out behind you and take this leg up, and then we're going to just roll ourselves up and onto the heel. So we've got our hip and heel connecting, and I think I'll get rid of the hat now. We're going to just push on our forehead. So all fingers pushing. And of course this is completely optional. You can just stay here with your arms stretched out in front. You don't have to do this at all. We are going to break this up with the frog before we go to the other side too. But we will make our way to the other side. I'm going to stay here for the 2 minutes. Now let's take it to the side, like to the temple and to the side of your eyebrow, and just push up and over. So always out and up. Keep this going a little bit longer, team. You'll feel that tightening. It feels immediate, in fact. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to turn and open the knees and then take your feet out wide. So listen to this. Alba says to me yesterday, because she's got a few friends that she hangs out with, but apparently one of the friends is like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. So Alba's like, well, I don't want to be your friend anymore. And I'm like, kid drama, they'll work it out. If you want to, just pull your face back and just hold it there. I might do that while I'm chatting. And so then today at school pickup, I saw the mum, and the mum's like, X was really upset because apparently Alba said to her that because Alba's now 6, X can't be her friend anymore. And I'm like, really? So I heard something different. Look, let's just see how they are when they come out. If they've, made things up again, made it up and they're friends again. And so the ex came out and said, did you have a nice day? She goes, yes. Are you and Alba friends again? Yes. And she was mean. It wasn't mean to you? No. Okay. And then when Alba came out, I said, did you say that to her about, she's not 6 and she can't play? And I was like, no, that didn't happen. I don't know. It probably did, even if it didn't. Like, seriously, the mum coming and talk to me. I mean, I'm always on Alba because I hate bullies. I hate them with a passion, but I don't know, they're preps. What can I do? I can't make Alba be friends with one kid and not with others. You can't make your kids be friends with people that they don't want to be friends with. Hopefully it all turns out. I said to Alba, whatever happens, if you don't want to be friends with someone, you still can't be mean to them. Yeah, bullies are nasty, nasty pieces of work. Look, I was a teacher, and I remember also as a student, that there was this group of girls at school that were real bullies, and they were horrible. They were horrible. Come on up. It wasn't in primary school, it was in high school. Let's take the other leg and come up over onto the top. But they made school a nightmare for a lot of kids, and I remember them treating this one girl really badly. Let's take her hands and just push on her forehead again. And then something happened to that girl during one of the holidays and she died. She had something went wrong with her brain and she died. And I just remember those girls and I'm thinking, I went up to them, I said, "Are you guys happy now?" You know, it was just horrible. I don't remember if I stuck up for the girl at the time though. They weren't in my class. But after that, they turned their picking on me. And I loved school. I absolutely loved school. But I remember that was probably one of the only times I took a day off. I didn't want to go to school because of their bullying. It's hard. And then many years later, one of the bullies showed up at Aquarena where I was working. And she was so nice to me and I was like, anyway, I was nice back, but I just think these people, they don't realise the long-term effect they'll have. Let's come underneath to the jaw now and push underneath. My brother had a really bad experience. I only had that for just a short time, but my brother had really bad experience in high school. He has bad memories. He hates it. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Like that people can still like feel the hurt, the pain from high school, and they're like in their 40s now, you know? Yeah. All right, so we're going to come up out of that one again, and we're going to just bring both legs back and come into, I might turn this way a little bit more. Now, cobra. Oh gosh, that feels good on the back. Does it feel good for you? I hope so. Shoulders relaxed. If it's too much for your wrists, please come down on the elbows and just get into your sphinx. Ooh, such a release. And if you need to, you can come up onto your fists, just so that your what are they called? Wrists, so that your wrists aren't feeling too much tension. Try to keep them relaxed. Bring it on in further if you want to come up higher even. After this one, we are going to flip over and lie on our back, and we'll continue on with obviously more stretching and more face yoga if that's what you want to join me in doing. The pigeon got here too late. I think the Indian miners have cleared up. You're looking at me again. It does, it looks at me. It's like, come out and give me something. I'll give us time, so come over. We won't do the full 2 minutes because I want you to have time to come around and lie down. And then we're going to bring one leg up. So we've got a flexed foot here. The other leg can go away straight. If it's too much to hold onto the foot, which for me it is too much, I won't do it the whole time. Then just hold on behind the leg, anywhere along the leg. The key is to just try and keep your leg as straight as possible. The other leg can be straight or bent. You hear the birds? So beautiful. Bad hair day. That's coming back on. Of course, when we get to the face yoga part, I'll take it off. Yes, Alva's got to dress up tomorrow for this 100-day of school for the kids thing. Belated, but she's got to dress up for it. Like either like a 100-year-old person or something that's got 100, symbolize 100. So my mum gave me a walking stick, not that her or her husband use it. So we've got the walking stick and I'm going to paint her hair white and grey and she'll hobble all the way off to school. She's got an attitude now though, I'll tell you what, she's getting this I'm top SHIT kind of thing. All right. I don't know. Kids they should be better at school. I think they get worse. I don't know if teachers can control them. So team, you can either hold on to the bent knee and take that out to the side, or hold on to your foot and take that out to the side. So I've got a nice stretch through the inner thigh, but you've got to keep your shoulders down. Now, I'm going to ask you if you want to, just the eye that's close to you, we're just going to tap from the inside all the way out to the outside, so you're just doing taps. Yeah? You saw my foot was sort of rolling in there, and I've just made that effort to take it and roll it back out, just so that we're getting the hip alignment correct. It makes it a lot more intense too, the stretch. I'll just come up and see the screen. Not time yet. We're going to just hold this one for a minute because it is very intense. So we're just tapping the one side because when we get to the other leg, we'll tap the other side. All right, so we're going to release that, bring this leg now on top of the other leg, and we'll bring both legs in, hold onto the knee, and then we're going just for circles one way. Use your breath if you need to. Feel the difference one side to the next. The tapping side feels different to the other side, obviously. Let's reverse that foot, go the other way. Now bring that leg in a little bit more. And of course, if you want to, you can push onto that knee so you get a little bit of a release in, a bit more of a release in through that glute. My brother lives in Donvale, and it's quite a bushy area. He gets some beautiful, beautiful birds, and often kookaburra too around where he is. If we want kookaburras, we have to go down towards Westerfolds, which we often do, and they're always out there. But we've been getting lots of cockies. You just heard one. Did you hear it going past? So that's nice. I guess now with more traffic, they'll start to go away again, which is sad. The one's flying in. So this is a nice release here. We'll change it up soon. So by changing it up, we're going to hold on to your opposite feet and just keeping the crossed leg. We lower the legs down here. And we're going to just push. I'll just have my hat off. Again on the forehead, pushing up. So from your eyebrow, use your points of your fingers to get every part of your forehead from the temple in and up. Just pushing away. And someone will just hold for a minute and you're just pushing up. All of these face yoga exercises are completely optional. You don't have to do any of them. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is that's right. You're going to pick up the top foot and then just take it so that the foot is out and then the knee thigh is touching the other foot. You can see that foot sort of saying hello. It's touching the other leg. Now what we're going to do here is we're just going to push up quite fast along one cheek. Okay, we're going to just do it about 20 seconds on each side. Just pushing up. Still can't use my pointer finger, it's too sore. So that's why my pointer finger is sort of staying out of the action. Keep that going. Now go to the other side, so 20 seconds or so. And then we are going to stack our legs, open the arms, and then take our legs over away from you. And you're just going to keep your shoulders down. Now this, keeping the shoulders down, will make sure that we're getting the proper twist from the spine. So I'm not going to do any face yoga in this position tonight because I find that sometimes if we're doing the face yoga, it takes away from the stretch for our waist. So that's why we'll just hold it here and enjoy the stretch. If you want more, you can take your top leg up higher, hold on to the foot, and then just take the leg extended. So that's a more intense option. It's a really beautiful one actually. Very strong, worthwhile. You guys stretching in between the weeks that we stretch? Or do you just do the one a week? I have to admit I haven't been doing as many stretch sessions as I usually do. Don't know what's going on up there. I don't know. No problem. This is my time. So we're nearly ready to repeat everything on the other side. So this leg that is on top is going to go either bent or extended away. The leg that is on the bottom, up it's going to go. So we'll just do a change over now. So lifting that leg up, straighten the leg if you want. So you can have a pointed toe. No, you can't. You can have a flexed foot and you can reach for your foot. Look, if you want to have a pointed toe, there's nothing wrong with that. I tried to find the rest of that movie that I was telling you about. Oh, can't remember what it was called, Paperback something with Hugh Jackman and Claudia Cavana. I didn't realize it's from 1999, so it's like 21 years old. I knew they looked young. Gee, very, very young. Anyway, I thought I could find it on YouTube and just watch the end of it, but no. They didn't have the full movie there. So if anyone's got the DVD, let me know. Paperback something. I'm shocking with titles. Anyway. We're nearly getting ready to take this leg to the side, and we'll do that tapping on the other side, okay? So don't think I've forgotten about it. We will make sure we do everything on both sides. Shoulders just relax. And the worst thing you can do that when we're doing our stretches is then to tighten up the neck. Relax everything down like we do in Pilates here. We don't want to have any tension in the wrong place. So bent knee to take it out or straight leg. So I want to try and take it down as much as possible and then tap, 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 tap. So into the inside near the nose and then out by the temple. This side's a lot tighter than the other side, it feels. A quick squeeze. I don't want to go too low on this one. All right, so once that finishes that round, bring the other leg up, and then pull both legs in, wrapping the leg around. I mean the hands around the leg, and then circles. I think by now you know my mistakes and you just know what you're meant to do, right? At least I hope that's the case. But keep going the same way, just a little bit longer. And now reverse it, please. And now just keep still with the leg, bring it in, and you can, of course, push onto that leg, push it away. If you feel you're getting enough stretch, you don't need to do the pushing away at all. Use the breath if you feel you need it. Obviously, I'm using the breath because I'm feeling quite tight in through the glute. It's different. I do my stretches usually in the afternoon with the girls when they're watching their, from Bluey on to, what's it called, Andy. So that gives me a bit of time while they're watching. But I do my stretches upstairs because we're all up on my bed. That's where we're watching. And it's a lot different when you're down on a mat or on a solid surface than when you're up on the bed. So you don't get as good a stretch. I mean, it's better than nothing, of course, but it's a lot different. So you can feel it. I mean, my Wednesday nights here with you guys, I definitely feel the stretches more. Oh, there's a raven as well. I love the ravens. They're beautiful. No, not during Anna's sleep time. They sometimes get on the roof and then you just hear just relaxing here. Again, we're going to get onto the forehead, but we're doing fast movements. So fast lifting all the way up. Says it's not responding. Oh, it's come back. It said it wasn't responding, so I was just coming to turn it off and on again. Thankfully, it didn't stay off for long. Okay, so just keep going with it. Up. Fast movements here. I don't know if it does that for you guys, if you see that it's going away. But thankfully, we're back on. And it's strange that they said we'd have NBN disruptions in the morning. And I was able to do the live stream no problem. So I don't know what they're doing. But the NBN certainly has been a disappointment, I think, for everybody. It hasn't proved to be any benefit. So we'll just keep our hands still now. Can't remember if we did 2 minutes on the other side, but that's okay. And just stay here. You can just relax. You can take your arms overhead and just really enjoy this position. Even if we do 1 minute on the other side and we're doing 2 minutes now, look, I mean, a little bit of uneven, it's not going to cause us too much problem. So we're going to get ready to pick up the top foot And then bring that thigh around so that the legs are in line. And I might just get you to bring your fingers onto your lips and just smooth the lips out. So from the center of the lips, taking it out and around. Not too much around. Just smoothing it out. Just a little bit longer. And then we're going to stack the legs up to do our spinal twist. And like before, we won't be doing any face yoga. So bring the legs on top of each other and take them over to the side, keeping those shoulders down. That's the raven you can hear. And so we can stay here like this, or pick up your top foot more and then take it over. This one we're going to be holding for the 2 minutes as well. And then we're going to get into our leg exercises. And I will have to lift the screen just a little bit so that everything can be seen. And we'll have a little bit of a fast transition to get there, I guess. No, I might finish us a little bit earlier in this stretch so that we can get there without too much time to waste. So you can hold that a little bit more. I'm just going to quickly come and move the screen so that hopefully it can be seen in a kneeling position. I don't know how you can see how it goes. Yeah, all right. So we're going to just place, doesn't matter which foot first, toes in line with the knee, and you're just leaning forward. So each of these are going to go for a minute. I forgot to switch the lights on in the kitchen, but you can see us all right, or see me all right, so hopefully it's going to be like 10 minutes worth of just these legs. It's not dark outside, so we should be okay. Have you done anything since the 25k limit has been lifted? Anything exciting? Have you driven further? My brother was just excited that he could drive here. He only lives 10k away, but we've met always at Ruffy Lake. We haven't, done the wrong thing. Though that being said, I had dog bones for him last week. I've been keeping them in the freezer, dog bones, chicken bones. I don't eat chicken, by the way, I do not, but my kids do, but I definitely don't have dog bones. Let's come up, 90-degree angle, and then take the leg out, and then pick up that back leg. Anyway, I had chicken bones for the dog. And I've been saving them and collecting them in the freezer, but they were taking up so much space, and I don't have a huge fridge, so I'm like, I don't want these bones to go off. I'm going to take them to your house. So last Thursday I did that. But we didn't go in. We were just in his backyard. And I was like, oh, your neighbours aren't going to call the cops, are they? And he's like, no, we don't have neighbours like my mother who would call the police. So my neighbours wouldn't call the police either. But yeah. It's different if people are really like doing something bad, but we sat outside. We kept our distance. This is a lovely quadricep stretch, right? So, oopsie, we're going to release that, take the leg further forward, and then come onto your hands. Now I'm just shifting that leg out more. Looks like it's the same colour. Does it look like there's a difference on the screen? On the screen it looks like it's the same. And then come down, oh, so tight, onto the elbows. You can probably see the big fat hole in my sock there too. I've got a few socks like that. It's because I've got this bone that sticks out on both sides, and so it wears away when I'm wearing my shoes. So a lot of my socks have got that part missing. Some really strong stretch here and through the hip and the groin. Goes fast when you're doing these minute ones. Come on up, pull back, and then take your arm to cross over so you're feeling that lovely stretch down through the side of the leg. Yeah, the minute just goes, it seems to go. Not when we're doing a minutes class though, does it? I mentioned that this morning, that we haven't done a minutes class since I've done these online streams. Should we do one? I don't know. Probably not. It's just so hard. I think I'll wait till we get back to the gym. I think I need that, personal interaction of having a group around me to motivate me through it too. So although if you said to me, yes, we want a minute class, maybe I'll do it, and then I can know that you're at least there suffering through it with me. I know that you're all going, All right, so we're going to take our leg to the side. I think only Emily likes those minutes classes. But I don't even know if she's been doing with these online classes with me at all. I don't even know if she knows about them. That's the bad thing, that you couldn't. I don't have details of many people, but that's okay. I think we've got a pretty good following given that that's the situation. And I thank you all for joining me each week. It does keep me going as well. I was talking to a friend today. She used to be the coordinator for me when I was working in Aquarina. She's a great instructor and was the best coordinator of all the coordinators I've ever had. You've written something about the minutes class, which I'll come and see in a moment. I think you're going to give me a challenge to do one, aren't you? I don't know. I'll come and have a chat. Anyway, we were talking about, lockdown. And I said that if I didn't have this outlet, because of course I still do my cardio. Let's bring this leg in, team. And we'll switch to the other side, toes and knees. I reckon my mental health would have not been where it is now. Like, I feel completely fine, and I have been completely fine the whole time. I've been grumpy sometimes, but that's just my personality. But this has been a really great outlook for me, because I feel like my physical has been in check. You can do your cardio, but it's not the same as having your cardio with the toning stuff as well, and just keeping your skill level. I'm gonna do my boxing course throughout this time. It's good to just keep yourself going. Anyway, so hopefully she'll one day get back into it again, because I reckon, I said to her, I'll talk to the management at Fitness First. She came back. She's a great instructor. I'd love for her to come and teach there with us. So let's step this leg forward, out on the angle, and then pick up the back leg. Pull it on in, but push your hip forward. Of course, you don't have to hold on. I'm really curious what you've written in, Maury. It's just the screen's a bit far away. I can't see. I've got a pretty small laptop. I mean, it's got the double numbers, so it's not just one of those little ones that you just have the top numbers, but it's still not as big as my old laptop that I had, which was such a nice laptop. I loved that laptop. But Alba, when she was little, still wore her a little bit too often, so the laptop died. Birds! Such a happy life they have out there. Right, so come forward to gently let that leg go, then step that forward a bit more. And then when you're ready, you can either stay up here on the hands or you can come down. No, I still can't see it. You've got a witty humour though, so I know that your whatever you've written could be quite humorous. I'm looking forward to reading it. My client Philip, I'll call him a client. What have they put under here? How did I just notice that then? They put under this one of their stupid little toys. I've been watching that bump under the mat, but I've been thinking nothing of it. And I thankfully haven't had to lie on that. Anyway, push your hands up, bring yourself back, and then cross yourself over. I call it the shit made in China, basically. It's all this plastic garbage that you don't need, that I never buy. But some people like to give kids crap. Not even my mum would buy stuff like that. So if you gave it to her and you're watching, my apologies, but seriously, don't give my kids crap because it's just, it adds to landfill. We just definitely don't need more of that. Yeah, I'm not one for a consumer of all those things. I remember when I was in Japan, which was this time last year, and going, I think it was the final day in Japan, and we made our way into a department store, which we hadn't done the whole time, just because there was not much to do at that place where we were at. So we decided to go to a department store, and all the little gadgets, not gadgets, little, just little things like that. Everything there was made in China as well. Like, it's just like, are you kidding me? Everything's made in China. Everything. But yeah, no more buying of that stuff. Not that I ever did. I just hope Australians are smart and stop buying that stupid stuff. They're clearly not. Someone gave that to them probably 3 weeks ago or a month ago. Anyway. So team, we're nearly done with our stretch session for today. I'll just give our arms a little bit of a stretch, and I'll come in to do that closer to the screen so I can read and respond. And you can write to me again if you have anything to say. I'm nearly up with this minute. So let's bring that leg in. I'm going to scoop myself up. Yeah. I'm actually glad that you've said that. Take your arm over. Yeah. Oopsie. I know, it's true. It feels like the minutes class deserves to be only at the gym. Like, to do it here, I don't know. But now I'm thinking maybe I have to push myself so that I'm ready for when the gym goes back. Who knows when that's going to be? It might be, like I was saying this morning, do you think it's going to be this year? Although the case numbers are so low that I guess yeah, maybe it will be not next year, but this year. But yeah, you're right. Once the gym opens, I can't go back and straight away do a minutes class. That would just scare people off. Remember when we were at the gym, let's change sides, and like I'd be doing a minutes class, because I used to do it once a month. I think it was once a month, always on a Wednesday night. And like if someone was new to the class, they'd be just like, I'm so sorry. Your first time doing a class and it's a minute class. Challenging, really challenging. It's challenging. But hey, if any of you want to do one, you got to tell me beforehand. I'll do it on a not Saturday or Wednesday, all right? I'll do it on a different session. Maybe I'll do it for my Spanish session. Yeah, I know. The gyms he's saying is the real risk, because it's indoor, deep breathing, sweating. They'd have to have a really, great cleaning regime going on. I mean, we were doing okay when we opened up in between, but it's still risky. Really, it is. Bring both hands behind, lace the fingers, pull down. And we're lacing and we just lift up. Yeah. Look, I'm not anti-Dan Andrews, I have to say. I'm not a Labor Party person, nor am I a Liberal person. Here comes Alba. I'm definitely the Animal Justice Party person, as well as, you know, care about the environment person, but I think he hasn't done such a bad job, I have to say. I think if we had that stupid, what's his name, Michael, what's his name, O'Donnell, the one that just bags everything, I think he would have had us in a pretty bad situation here. No, not Donald Trump. Yeah. Anyway, we're all going to have different opinions, that's the thing. No, es el contra Daniel Andrews. No, ese es Josh Ryder. Anyway, let's take our arms to the side. Just let them hang and take your head over to one side. Sí, mi amor.
Yo no quise leer con papi porque no sabía cogerme demasiado.
Vas a leer conmigo entonces.
No sabía cogerme demasiado.
¿Por qué?
No sé. No.
Tú estás portándote mal. No tengo duda de esto. Pero tú vas a leer por mí.
It's are you rat? It are you?
Oh, you? Head to the other side?
Yo dijo que ow.
No. O-U-R is our.
Ow. Yo dije ow.
Our.
Yo dije ow. Él dijo ow.
She's just saying she doesn't want to read her reader to puppies. She'll read it to you. It's all right. She's doing well. The books that she's bringing back are challenging. They're not as like sky is blue, you know, grass is green. You know, they're challenging, like long sentences. I'm proud of her. Bring your head back up to the center. Do some shoulder rolls. Yeah, it might be next year. We'll have to wait. So I don't know when the food courts will be open. I don't know when Ramiro will go back to work. Thankfully, he's doing the gardening stuff and he's still got the 1 day a week, which is a good payday when it's a Sunday. So, yeah. Anyway, shake it out, team. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know a couple of people have already disappeared off, which is fine. At least they stuck with me for over an hour. So good on you. I will see you guys Saturday, and the rest of you, I'll be here on Friday or whenever else you want to join in. So thanks for joining me today and have a good night. Thank you. Thanks. Morning on it. Bye.